Hey guys, I'm back. Real quick, I was gonna go take a nap, but I forgot I did not make my husband his Pico. So I'm gonna quickly do that, and hopefully I can make the video short. But I just wanted to show you guys something real fast. This thingy I got because I shred a lot of zucchini and a lot of cheese and things like that. But normally when I make my Pico, I would hand cut every single piece of vegetable. If I made a large thing of it, it would take me a good 4 or 5 hours to cut everything and make a large bowl, which would normally make, I would say about 8 large jars, the canning jars. So this really came in handy, and I used the straight blade, like you can see it right there. The other ones did not work, but that cut down on a lot of time because I use the cherry tomatoes. I use a mixture of tomatoes, but the cherry tomatoes took the longest, and so it really came out well. Now still, it's a little bit bigger than what I normally would, but you know what? If it's gonna cut down on my time, we're going with it. So that was a plus. I just wanted to let you guys know that. I got it off the TikTok show, or TikTok, whatever you guys call it nowadays, TikTok. And I think it was only like 20 bucks or something like that, around there, I don't know. But normally I would use my cherry tomatoes, and I would use probably about 2 of the containers, and I will show you here. So these are the cherry tomatoes that I use, and I use 2. Okay. So I start off with that because that usually takes the longest time, and I just want to always get it done and over with. Then I know I probably don't make your traditional Pico, but I usually kind of add my own little touch to everything. So if I like something, I usually try to fix it up a little bit. So I usually use an orange. Listen to me, come on now. I'm tired, sorry guys. An onion, purple onion, or red onion, whatever you want to call it. And then I had 2 halves left, so I'm going to use that one. I also have, he likes his spicy, I do not, so I usually leave my, if you know me, you know I don't like spicy stuff. I'm trying, still haven't gotten there yet. But I use about 4 or 5 jalapenos. But on top of that, I also use the jalapenos in the juice, in the jar. So I use some of these as well, and I just cut them up real fine. Apparently my husband likes that juicy jalapeno where it's sitting in the juices. And if you guys have been on our Facebook or TikTok or Snapchat, whatever, we have to have our scallions. So can't forget those. We also have here about 4 or 5 limes, depending on your own taste. My husband likes a lot of limes, and we also will be adding lemons. So can't forget that. And that's probably only in mine. I don't know if anybody else uses lemons, let me know. But I found that my husband really likes it, and others really like it. So I continue to use it. I've got about 2 stalks of cilantro. And I used to stand here and pull off all these little leaves. Apparently you don't have to do that. You could just cut up the whole stem and all. I don't know if I like the stem, but we're going with that today too. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 large tomatoes. And all of these things I have already washed and gotten ready, minus the lemons. So we will do that. Also, I want to show you the different spices that I use and herbs, because that really, I think, is what enhances my Pico and why others like it, I think, more. Not quite sure. But I'll take it to work and it gets ate up quite quickly. I don't know if they're all just hungry. It could be. Or because it's free. That could be possible as well. So, let's do our spices real quick. Oh, I also use minced garlic. Normally I use regular fresh garlic, but I didn't have any on hand today. So, he wants his pico, so he's getting the minced garlic from my jar. So in here, I have a few different spices. And if you can see that, I don't know if you can, but we'll go over them real quick because I go to different places to get my spices. I go, of course, to Walmart. They've got a bunch of different spices. But I also go to, it's called Joshua Citrus. They have a long line of spices as well. I'm not using this one in this recipe per se, but I like to use, if you want a good steak seasoning, it's called Old Florida Steakhouse Seasoning. Looks like that. And then there's another one, Meyer Lemon Rosemary Garlic Salt. Now this is what I use instead of using my salt in the pico. It's got your lemon, a touch of rosemary, and some garlic in it. And then we have the Florida Orange Ginger Garlic Salt. And this one is good for like your fishes, seafoods, things like that. So I get those three up there. And then my other spices, because I know others have asked me, what spices do you use? Where do you get it? So I also use, I go to, it's called the Spice and Tea Exchange. And that is in, and again, just because I've lived here for 3 years doesn't mean I know where everything's at. I get Punta Gorda and Port Charlotte mixed up all the time, so I apologize. It's at Fisherman's Village, and I'm pretty sure that is in Punta Gorda, or Punta Gorda. But this one is Tuscany Spice Blend, and it says right on there, Fisherman's Village. They have wonderful spices there. They have all different sorts that you could even think of. Garlic and herb. And I use this one a lot for my breads. This one I use for my soups. I have others here. My spice rack is like overflowing. I need to get a new one. Coastal Blend, this is really good for seafood as well. So we eat a lot of fish. Eric likes to go fishing. So this one is grilled fish. Again, another fish one. But I like grilled. I don't like, I like grilled and no breading on my fish. So, and then here's our everything bagel. So this is what I've been using on my breads as well. And that's really good.